All right, guys, thanks for sticking around for the end of day webinar. Today it is June 20th, 2017. We're just wrapping up the day. There's like 7 minutes left in the market. I've been watching AUPH as I've been doing our Q&A session for the last like 30 minutes, and it's looking really interesting for tomorrow. So I'm going to add that to our watch list up top here. Let's just do a quick webinar today, guys. I just want to review the four trades, that I took today. Starting with the first trade was LPCN. This one was fairly straightforward, guys. We had the plan in pre-market. You guys knew exactly what I was looking at. And the main takeaway from LPCN is there was a little bit of a clue in this one in the price action. There was... So first of all, I held 5. So you notice I kind of marked that 5 support there. Held 5 pre-market and kind of had resistance at around 530 since after hours yesterday. But the main clue in this one, and this is something that maybe, someone that hasn't like a lot of experience in like tape reading or level 2 would have noticed. At the end of the day, guys, my trade would have been pretty much the same. I think I would have got in a little bit lower though. I think I would have actually shorted this one a little lower if I hadn't noticed this queue. But what it was as we were watching the action this morning, it opened weak. So right here is where it opened, on that right here in this candle. Opened a little weak, and some big selling pressure came in right away. So I got kind of ready to short in case it looked like it was going to start to break down. And again, our stop was going to be 520, and I was looking to get in anywhere basically between 510 and 5, anticipating the 5 break. So ideally, I wanted to get in around like 508 to 505 at the most, so it's like 10-15 cent risk. But after that huge morning, there's like a huge amount of selling pressure in the morning right off the open, and then a giant bidder, like a huge fake bid, showed up at 08. And I don't know for sure, you don't know for sure that it's fake. In this case it was, but what I noticed that a lot of people may not notice, and you guys heard me commentating on it, like if you're watching the stream, I'm literally thinking out loud as I'm trading, so you can hear exactly what's going on. A giant bidder showed up at 08, and there was a hidden seller at 10, at 510. Okay, so what was happening was someone was prop bidding to sell on the offer. So someone was trying to unload a ton of shares. And what they were doing was they were trying to make it look like it was a buy by putting a huge buy order down. But what happened was when they put the buy order down, a lot of people bought the 10 area, but it wasn't moving. There was actually a hidden seller at 510. And as soon as I saw that, I started loading up short orders, getting ready to hit the 08s. And like I mentioned on the stream, I was going to short 508 if the bid started to thin out. And they did pull their order. Some sell orders went through. And so I shorted, again, 508. And it just turned out to be this really, really, really easy, super fast moving. Honestly, this is the most pleasant morning you can have right here. The easiest trade probably so far this week. So really happy with LPCN. Really not much more to say about it than that. It barely bounced at all. It was just a huge, huge start to the day. Again, 508 was the entry. My stop would have been probably around 520, 521. But I was quite certain this was going to work for us today. Also, we did the fundamental research as we always do. Bark Trader, whose name is Drew, in our chat room, got the scoop for us on like the SEC filings, and we knew that there was like an active ATM, and it all came together for just a really, really nice start to the day. A quick, easy, $400 or $500 just like that within the first 5 minutes. So super, super nice start to the day. The exits on this one were good, but I could have held on a little longer. This, you almost think that a lot of the time, like 98% of the time, when a stock moves down this fast, you're going to get a chance for it to bounce and add. But in this case, it just totally, they just unloaded that ATM with both barrels. All the longs got screwed, and it just got really, really overextended to the downside quickly. So LPCN was an awesome start to the day. Super happy with that trade. Next was ZN. This one was simple. I mean, I had the plan since pre-market. The stock closed weak yesterday. We had a short at 321 yesterday in the live stream. It was the only trade I took yesterday was ZN short 321. Stop was, if I remember correctly, hold on a second here. Stop was going to be 341 max, a little bit of a wider stop than I usually use, but as soon as I hit that first target, I moved the stop down. By the time I hit the second target, we were back to a break-even stop. So that was a really great trade, and it was actually a good candidate for a swing short as well. But I decided to cover it up, and I'm glad I did. I saved myself the overnight fee, and I got an even better reshort because I covered at, I think 88 was the final cover yesterday, was it? Sorry, 77. And I got to reshort it today at 295. And this was simply just a plan I had in pre-market. As you guys know, I was saying just be careful not to short into to an opening, a 2-week open. The reason why is I thought that it had made a pretty good move, actually, like a really good size move here. And typically with a move like that, you're usually going to see some kind of a relief bounce where you can reshort anyways. So again, I decided that the overnight fee may not be worth it because I'll probably be able to get back in again today. When it kind of opened weak and started to break 250, I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to miss that one because I'm definitely not shorting into 250 and the SSR is going to get triggered. So I just moved on and I was just managing my trade on LPCN. And then next thing you know, it reclaimed, squeezed. And again, I was looking for 295s, but actually shorted 288. Stop was 301, 13-cent risk. And from there, I mean, it basically just popped up and then never looked back. Again, I covered a little early on this one, but really, really solid entries today, as usual. Just been really on point with our entries, and I'm probably just going to work a little bit through my journal on making sure that we're maximizing the profit on the exits. But overall, really good work today, guys. It's 2 for 2 this morning, and then we had one more, was IMMU, which I got a long signal at 8:31. Stop was 23. Max probably would have been 24, really. So really it was like a 7-cent risk trade. Got some sells over 30, got some sells over 45, and I stopped the rest out at 38. So a good little spot there on IMMU. And I took one small stop today. And this is an unfortunate one because it's such a good looking chart, man. Like, I mean, the right time of day, the right chart, the right pattern, everything was lined up. But guys, even with the perfect chart, nothing can work 100% of the time. I was hoping to go 4 for 4 today, but this was a really nice big cup and handle pattern. The time of day was perfect. We were going right into 2 p.m. and it was curling around. And I typically I thought it was a little extended. That's the only thing that was concerning me about this one is I wanted a dip first and then a setup. So I only went in for, I went small on this one. I only went in for about 1,000 shares on it at 47 and I stopped 41. So it was only a small $60 loss on that one, but a really disappointing outcome because it's such a nice chart. I was hoping we could take it 4 for 4 and really nail a big one on IMMU to finish the day, but we went 3 for 4 or 4 for 5 today, which was an awesome day overall anyways, and only a tiny stop on that last trade. And again, guys, I think that probably like 8 out of 10 times that pattern's going to work for you. Just one of those things, right? Not much you can do about it, but just respect your stop and move on to the next trade. So, guys, I hope you had a great day today. Today or this week so far, we are 4 wins, 1 tiny loss in IMMU, so I'm hoping we can continue the week strong. Continue to be selective with your trades, especially important in this market as we've been, really careful with where we get in our entries, our exits, and more importantly, just being patient, wait for the right setups to hit, where we can really tilt the odds in our favor for a nice win. Other than that, guys, I'm going to put together a watch list for you guys tonight. There's a few things that we're moving near the close that I might be interested in for tomorrow. But thanks for all the good work in chat today, guys, and nice alerts. Penny Flipper, nice job on your IMMU short there after the long didn't work out. And I hope you guys all have a great evening. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A session today. I know it was the second part of the day in the later afternoon. I thought it would be a good time just to open the floor, let you guys ask anything you want, get all the questions answered. And just remember, for those of you guys who are students, whether it's, or you're working part-time, you can't be here every day. One of the beautiful things about, the effort we put into this is that, I record every single one of these webinars explaining the, the entries, the exits, the stops, and the reasoning behind the trades, so that you guys can go back and review it at your own pace when you want to, right? So I mean, if you're only here to trade the first hour of the day, and then you're gone the rest of the day, then you can just come back at night, and you'll find in the website, you can find the webinar from that day, and you can still continue to learn and grow at your own pace when you have free time. So as usual, guys, I'll have this webinar posted up on the website. I may share this one on YouTube just because it's been a while since I've posted anything. But as you guys know, most of the strategy-specific stuff you can find on our website, in the back end, in the members portal, or on our chat room in the webinar section. So, all right, guys, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Great start to the week. Lots of good action out there. Let's do it again tomorrow, guys.